Okay, for today's video, we have something I'm super excited for. These are the new Godzilla Funko Mystery Minis. Um, I had no plans of picking these up today. I just happened to go to the nearest mall, which is like 20 minutes from my college campus, but about an hour from my house. So, right after classes this week, which was Friday, or today, we went up to the mall and they happened to have these. I went to all my stores like FYE and stuff, but this was the coolest Godzilla thing. And when I saw these, Hot Topic was the first place I went in. And when I got one, I went up to pay, and she said that they were doing a buy one, get one, I think 30% off deal. So I decided to get two. Honestly, I probably should have just got two to begin with, but I did get two. So yeah, let's just open these. First, actually, I will show off some of the monsters we can get. So yeah, you can get like the classic Godzilla, I believe, Mecha Godzilla, Mothra, Anguirus, King Ghidorah, Rodan, Gigan, Hedorah, Destroyer. There's another Godzilla figure, which is the exact same one as the first one, but just in a slightly different color. It's like a brownish one. I don't know which movie the differences are. And there's Space Godzilla and Shin Godzilla. I'd really be happy with any of these. Hopefully we don't get any duplicates, and I definitely don't think that's going to be the case, and I'll explain why in a second. But like Mothra looks really cool. Hedorah or Gigan. And honestly, I mean, I made a video talking about this new wave. Honestly, I'm going to be happy with any of these. So yeah, let's just get into it. But the reason why I don't think I'll get duplicates is the first one I grabbed, this was just like the top one, and I just grabbed it. And then the second one I grabbed, which was when she told me I could get one for 30% off, was the one behind it, because it was a fresh case. I don't know if anybody had even bought one yet. It looked like it had just been set up. It was way lighter. So yeah, so if you, whatever this lighter one is, I think is probably lighter than most, or maybe this one's heavier than most. I only picked up two, so I can't say for certain, but yeah, we'll open up the heavier one first, which was the first one I got. Really excited for these. They were, I think, around $9 in store. That was one of the reasons why I only wanted to get one, because I think they're a little bit cheaper at some other places. But since they were $9, I was only going to get one just because I really wanted to open one. But then whenever I could get one buy one 30% off, they ended up being a decent deal. So I've collected Funko Pops, but this is the first time I've ever gotten one of the mystery minis. The one thing that kind of stinks about this line, at first I thought it was going to be just 1 in 12 odds for everything, and I was like, oh, so I can just buy a case and get everything. But since some of these have like 1 in 72 odds, I don't think that's the case. And I don't know if I'm really going to try to complete this set. I think really now I'll probably just try to get some of my favorites and then probably just be done with it, just because it is so hard to get some of them. Okay, let's see who we've got. Okay, so when you open it up, you still got that nice like comic cover type thing. It's the movie posters. Okay, so when it's in black. I don't think there's any way you can tell what monster you get like from the outside. Maybe there's some way. I know that people find codes for stuff all the time. Okay, definitely think we've got a winged monster. Oh my gosh, I think this might be Ghidorah. Ghidorah is one of my favorites, so I will definitely be happy with that. And Ghidorah is one of the 1 in 12 odds, so one of the 1 in 12 is probably the, well, you want to get like the more rare ones, obviously, like Mothra, Anguirus, the regular Godzilla, and Mecha Godzilla are like really common odds. So if you're, I would rather not get them, just odds-wise, even though I think like the Mothra looks amazing. Okay, so I haven't seen it yet, but like I said, just from the field test, I think it is Ghidorah. Oh, okay, actually I was wrong, and I got a rarer one. We got Destroyer. Oh my gosh, okay. So 1 in 36 odds Destroyer. Okay, that is awesome. That is not who I was expecting to get. These remind me a lot of the old, I can't even think of what line they are, but the older Godzilla figures I have that are like chibi figures that are kind of like the first Funko Poppy type things I've ever bought. I'll get one here at the end of the video to compare, but yeah. Wow, so we actually got the 1 in 36 odds Destroyer. Yeah, these actually look really good. Yes, wow. Really happy with this, actually. Like I said, Destroyer was 1 in 36 odds, so not a super easy one to get. So, you know, if I am going to try to complete the set, Destroyer was definitely a good one to get. Yeah, wow, he looks great. And like I said, Destroyer's box was super heavy. And also, I don't think there's anything on the bottoms of these boxes that, like, give away what it is, but maybe there is. But whatever, Destroyer was definitely a heavier figure. So, like I said, with this one, I guess Destroya probably is one of the heaviest figures in the line, so that makes sense. Just his mass and weight between all the overall figure. But since this one's so much lighter, with as light as it is, I'm guessing it's either like Rodan or Mothra. But we'll see. Because maybe Destroy is just that heavy that he just seems that heavy compared to all the monsters. Okay, but we'll see who we get right here. Okay. Definitely a wing monster. I think it's Rodan. Yep, looks like we got Rodan. And actually pretty good though. Both two of the not easier odd ones to get. There was 4 1 in 6 odds monsters and 2 1 in 12 odds, and we got one of the 1 in 12 odds and one of the 1 in 36 odds. So yeah, we got Rodan and Destroya. I'm definitely very happy with these. I will say, I wish they were a little cheaper, honestly. I mean, they were about $10 a piece. And you know, if you only had to buy like one figure, or if like you could buy like the whole set, and like with one set or whatever, it wouldn't be that bad. But to try to complete the whole set, it probably would be kind of rough. But yeah, these look awesome. Obviously, being like Funko-y, they're kind of cartoony. They're not like a normal pop, though, with like the heads like extremely exaggerated. But yeah, these are fun, and I'm personally a big fan of like blind boxes. It's obviously kind of rough, just with how it can be, like trying to find specific ones, but they are just so fun to open and so fun to try to complete the set, even though I know it's not super easy. But yeah, really happy with both of these. And super glad, like I said, that we got like some of the harder to get odd monsters. Because yeah, if honestly, out of all the monsters, I really think all of these look great. And honestly, the ones that I would not have wanted would have probably just been the regular Godzilla, just because, you know, there's so much Godzilla figures, and the fact that there's 2 in the set and just one's the harder odds to get one. But yeah, I'm super happy with these. Definitely probably going to try to get more if I can. Would love to get the Mothra, Mecha. I mean, really, I think this whole set looks awesome. Definitely would love to try to complete this set, especially if it's not too hard. I don't know exactly how hard these Funko mystery sets are, but like I said, it worked out awesome. We got one of the harder odd to get ones, it appears, in Destroya, and Rodan was actually, I mean, in the easier half, but still the 1 in 12 odds. So definitely really happy with these two. But yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you all for watching. Definitely recommend trying to get these, especially if you just want to open some. I mean, I know they're not for everybody for sure, but I do like them. And just like I said, it's a fun mystery figure to get. But I'll go get my other Destroyer figure that I wanted to compare to this right now. Okay, here they are side by side. The Funko Mystery Mini and the Godzilla Bandai 60th Anniversary Chibi or Chibi. I don't know the exact pronunciation set. Honestly, these look more Funko-like to me than these. But yeah, really happy to get these, like I said. And that's about the size difference you can expect. But like I said, I think Destroya is definitely one of the bigger figures in the set. I think I got like the 2 extremes, actually. Honestly, I think I like this Destroya figure better than this one. But yeah, I think I got the 2 extremes. I think Rodan is one of the lighter feeling ones, and Destroya is probably one of the heaviest ones. So if you're wanting to look for these two, and maybe there's some way that I don't know about yet that you can find out, I will look more into it. But if not, that's one way I can kind of recommend if you're looking for one of these two specifically. The lighter box has a way higher chance of Rodan, and the heavier box has a way higher chance of Destroya. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'm out, and I'd love to know if you happen to have gotten some of these, and if you did, which monsters you've gotten. Okay, I did want to mention here, I was just about to upload the video, we'll get it finished recording, adding the 2 clips together, and then I realized, as I was putting my figures up, I think this is technically my first Rodan figure, which is kind of surprising. I don't have the biggest Godzilla figure collection for as long as I've liked Godzilla, just because I've collected other stuff as I've watched a lot of the Godzilla movies, but yeah, I think this is technically my first Rodan figure. Definitely not the best Rodan figure, but I do like it, and I definitely like the charm of these, like, mystery minifigures and the Funko figures. And I know a lot of people don't like them, but I do personally like them. They're not my favorite thing, especially not for, like, Godzilla stuff, but I definitely do like them a little. And like I said, I'm happy that this was my first Rodan figure. Definitely going to try to get some more Rodan figures in the future, though. But for now, this is my standalone Rodan. Oh, and my cat appeared. Well, thank you all so much for watching, and I'm actually out now. Okay, here at the end, I did just want to kind of show the prices. So I've looked a little bit more into these mystery minis. From what I've seen, it does appear online that there is like no way you can tell from the outside of the box what you're getting. But there's like some tricks that some people think work for if you like find an unopened case or whatever. But whatever, I did just want to show like some of the prices. So these are like the open boxes where you can like see. I figured the Destroyer one would be more expensive because like I said, it did have higher odds. And from the stuff on eBay, I'm like showing you all right now on screen. This is the lowest price plus shipping, as you all can see. And Destroyer is like over $40, which is kind of crazy. And then for Rodan's more like a 20, 15 to 20-ish dollar figure, which makes sense with their odds. But yeah, really, really liking this set. Honestly, would really, really like to get some more of them. The only thing is that I hate with these like mystery figures is just you've got really high chances of repeating. But still, I think it's really fun. And we'll look up one more. I want to see Space Godzilla. Space Godzilla's got like the lowest odds. So, you know, he should be one of the most expensive ones. Yeah. Space Godzilla looks to be about $100. And while we're at it, we'll look at Shin Godzilla too, since he's the other really high odds one to get. Okay, so there's not many listings for Shin Godzilla, but as you can see, like the 1 in 4 ones are about the same price as what they would be. Okay, my audio, well, not my audio, there was something that popped up on my screen and it just kind of distracted me for a second, so I cut that part out. But what I was saying, I think I accidentally said 1 in 4 odds, but I meant like the lowest 4, or the 4 that had like the easiest odds, the 1 in 6 odd ones, seem to be about the price of what you would be paying for them sealed. So like Mechagodzilla, the regular Godzilla, Anguirus, and Mothra aren't that expensive, clearly. But if you're wanting like anything after that, that's when it starts to get pretty hard. But if you're just wanting one of those 4, like that's the only one you want, I honestly might would just buy an open one. But then again, I also think just the fun of opening the mystery figure is where it's at. So I think you can just do whatever. It's a fun set. I definitely can see why not everybody's going to be collecting these. I personally probably am going to try to get more of them. I don't know if I'm going to try to complete the whole set, especially with like some like Space Godzilla being as expensive as they are. And I will not be paying that much for Space Godzilla unless I somehow like complete the whole rest of the set except it and just really want to complete it. But I don't see myself spending that much for that figure. But yeah, really fun little set, especially if you like these kinds of figures. Like I said, I definitely don't think they're for everybody, but if you like mystery figures and are kind of like the Funko or like the more like animated, or I don't know what the exact word, more cartoonish proportions, I guess, Godzilla stuff, then I think this is a fun set. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I love the pictures of these whenever I saw them like first get announced, but now after having them in hand and like just seeing them, I think they're a really fun set. And really like the only critiques I have, I wish they were maybe a little cheaper, but they're a little bigger than I originally thought too. So I really think the price is kind of fair. And honestly, the one thing I really wish was different is just the odds. I wish they were just 1 in 12 for every single one instead of some being 1 in 6 and some being 1 in 72. And I think that's the case for all the mystery minis. But the reason why I thought that might have not been the case is the Bitty Pops, the mystery of those, I think have all equal odds. But I know these are kind of different things. But I do wish if I could change really one thing, because like I said, the price I think is really not that big of a deal. But I do wish that these were just all 1 in 12 odds instead of some of these being like 1 in 36 odds. Or 1 in 72 odds, actually. But yeah, that's it. Like I said, would really recommend these if this is the type of stuff you like. But if you don't, I just don't, is pretty much my thing. But I do think they're a really fun set, especially, like I said, if you do like these kinds of figures. And once again, thank you all so much for watching. This should be the actual last bit of this video. I thought the video was going to be over at different parts, but before uploading this, there's been stuff I just wanted to add to the video before ending it. But I think this is the actual end. And once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'm out.